Let's go!
Let's go! Welcome in, everyone. Happy Monday? It's not the new year yet, so we're still holiday rotting. So time is still a soup. I had to check. But it is in fact Monday. Congratulations on the start of another week. We will make it. Hopefully Monday was not too much of a Monday. Alright. Short week? Ooh, oh yeah! Cause of New Year's, lots of people have New Year's off. I know I have New Year's off. So I basically have 2 super short weeks in a row. I have today and tomorrow, and then I got Wednesday off, and then I got Thursday and Friday, which that's like the best way to do that. That's how I prefer my my 4-day weeks. Do 2 days in a row and then a break, and then 2 days in a row and then 2-day break. I'm a big fan. I used to have, I think I did that when I worked at Subaru. Because I started with the usual Monday to Friday. Was it Monday to Friday? I think it was Monday to Friday. And then I was like, hey, we do 410 option, right? Like, can I do that? Can I see what that's like? So they switched me to 410s, and I believe it was, I think it was Monday, Tuesday, and then Friday, Saturday. And Saturdays were great because we closed early. So it was technically 3 tens and a 9. That was dope. And Fridays were usually pretty chill as well, so that shit was goated. But yeah, that's my preferred 4-day work week. Just a little bit of trivia for you. Welcome in, Jade. Yes, it's time. It's time to do more of this shit. I am shrimply obsessed. So I actually did get ever so slightly started on this. As you can see, if I'm targeting something to attack, you can see the little white line. That's going to be our LOS tester. I'm going to have a better... I think I'm going to make this look a little bit better. And of course, it's only going to show up if I'm targeting a unit. But this will be the general idea. As you can see, it knows if it's going directly through terrain. Like, obviously, that's not going to connect, so the line turns red. And that's the basic. That's the basic of it. We're going to get a little more complicated with it to account for weird edge cases. So, right now what we've got is it takes the coordinate. It's basically taking the center. Yeah, let me run it again for visual representation. You know, it's taking the center of the unit and then the center of the target. That's the basic LOS check. However, if you look here, it's not quite the middle. The reason I did this is because, let's say you're shooting over half cover. That, like, you could shoot over this, so this should not interrupt your line of sight. Whereas if I did it actually from the center, it would, like, just barely cut into that, because it's, like, half height going through half height cover. So that should not count. So I bumped it up just a little bit. Now, we're going to do 3 more LOS checks on top of that simple center to center. The next one I'm going to do is, it's going to look a little silly, but I'm hoping it will make sense. So, if I do... We're going to copy this. And I think... I don't want to do this. I'll do Yeah, I'll put this inside of LOS check for now. This won't work. This won't work later, but for now, I'll put this on. So I'll put this here. Oops. This with a vertex jar. You do x1, y1, z1, and then we're going to do the same thing here, but this is going to be x2, y2, z2. And I can't have this returning early, so we are going to make a little return variable. We're going to set it to true. R equals false, and then just return R. Default color is equal to check R. If R is true, then it'll be C white. Otherwise, it'll be C red. So, this should still work unchanged. Or the behavior should be unchanged. And it does appear to. Okay. Now, go away. You also go away. You also go away. I don't know why I had those open. And I actually don't need to do this either. Doing an LOS check from center to center. And now we're going to do another LOS check from, let's say, -0.8 to -0.2. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. As you can see, this looks very wonky. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want units to be able to be against short cover and have it not interfere with their aim. So if let me back up over here. So right now it might be a little bit too generous, but this is also very low. That's very low cover. So let me, what can I use to like try to shoot over? You know what? Let me switch Chen to a longer range weapon so I can test this better. Make you a rifle. See, they can shoot over this and be just fine. But if I try to go this way, Now, if I try to shoot here, where I'm not right next to this thing, I can't shoot over it because I'm not over there. So that's the idea that I'm going for. And I do definitely need to test and see how quickly does that fail. Will it work from here? Yeah, see, even from here, you can't shoot over that. And I think I want to adjust the terrain here to test more kinds of things. I need... Let's see, this is a quarter high, this is a half high. Welcome in, Monster, let's go! This is a quarter high, this is a half high, 3/4 high. So we know that that won't work. Now, if I go here... that will shoot over that, which to be fair, like... yeah, that looks like it would in fact go over that. A quarter cover probably shouldn't give you much protection, but half cover... half cover should do some stuff. However, as a little test, where are my maps at? Height map. I'm going to make a new layer here. And it would be here. Let's see, that would be... this is going from 0 to 0.5, which would make this 0.25. So all I need to do is copy this color, put that there, and then I can just, yeah, fix that whenever I'm done testing it. But for now, yes, happy Monday. Still took me a second. Happy Monday, Monster. Welcome in. So let's see. If I'm here, and I want to shoot over this, it doesn't like it. Okay. So I will need to adjust that. Because you should be able to shoot over this. Or, you know what? That's not bad, actually. You can't shoot at somebody who's directly on the opposite side of something this high. That does make sense. But if they were a little farther back, then it would be fine. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that is working as intended. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. Now, the other two things I need to check are side to side. So this would be... oh, I'm gonna need to get angles for this. Okay, hang on. Time to do a little math. Our direction is equal to point direction. We need to get unit.x, unit.y, target.x, and target.y. We need to get length. Brooke, welcome in! Happy Monday! Welcome back to the land of the living. Congratulations on surviving another day. How's Monday treating everybody? Let's set length to 0.5 is probably a fine starting point, and we'll adjust it as necessary. Hmm. Unit x plus 0.5 plus length dir x. We're gonna do length in order, length dir, so we do length first. Dir plus 90. And then we are still going to the target's center. But this time, it's going to be from the true center, because we don't care about verticality in this one. Do you feel a tiny bit better? Excellent. Trying to shower was pretty uncomfortable, but your body did let you do it. Yes, it is an improvement. Hitting up Teledoc anyway, since you're gunking in your ears. Blech. That's always rough. Yeah, my right ear has been quite the fucking rascal for like a month or so. It's not a terribly big deal, but it's like if I try to get little earwax out of my ear or something, if I do it too much, it'll like swell up for a couple days. It's very annoying, and it's just like constant. The threat of it is constantly there. I think I think that's perhaps going to be one of my turning 30 new permanent debuffs. Is just ear is now vulnerable. Noticing some things about the design of GFL2 that you're not a big fan of. Tell me about it. Tell me all about it. We are doing a game dev stream. Now would be the most appropriate time to discuss these sorts of things. What are you feeling? What's bugging you? And for this, we're going to do minus 90. Okay, let's see how this looks. Oh, I see. I was like, that's not what that is supposed to look like. Length needs to be 0.5 times cell size. Right, welcome in. Happy Monday. Hopefully it was not too bad. Why is it still... Oh, I know why. Hang on. I'm not doing length dir Y. Fucking dingus over here. Okay. Now that should fix it. Oops. Huh? Why is that suddenly a problem? It was, but healing through the pain? Ugh. I am praying for a swift heal indeed. I don't think at BIS 12 BIS will happen. Such an uptick in difficulty over the previous floors. Oh yeah, that's how they get you. Mostly related to the gacha design pitfalls. Posted one in the Discord general chat. Let me check. What are we dealing with? Doesn't seem to be possible to acquire the yellow guns for your main team unless you buy the battle pass. The stages of grief. Wait, what happened? If you're comfortable speaking about it. If not, then you have my most intense, wellest of wishes. Yeah. Okay. Understandable. Jade, for the yellow guns, I want to say, you know, that's part of the banner. I think there are. No, I was gonna say I think there are yellow guns on the standard banner, but probably not. Yeah, that's just banner system. That's how that works. It is yet another Genshin-ism that is just industry standard. Okay. What the hell? Unit.y, unit.z, target. Surely you know that Covenant, Nemesis, and Krolik have their own uniques. Yes. I believe I got Krolix through the rookie event. I'm pretty sure one of the rookie events lets you pick one of those. Not any banners. Yeah, that makes sense. The banners only tend to have the like banner characters. There's the what is it? There's the shop, like the exchange shop. There's 5 stars in there. I don't know if there's a pistol in there though. So Kofne would still be shit out of luck. I'm almost certain. Oh, maybe I got it from the battle pass because I did get the battle pass as well. Because that's where I got Krolik's blade from. This is for the SSRs and the general banner. Yeah, but other units can use them. They're still really good weapons. Like I said, Kofne gets shafted on that front, but alas, it is like if I had it my way, it wouldn't be like that. I certainly agree that it's not great that you can't get 5 stars for them. But it is what it is. Like I said, it's just industry standard. Okay. Why am I getting... Why am I getting a error here? I might know why. If I do plus 0.4 instead of plus 0.5, that's probably what's causing the issue here. No, but then if I use it at the edge of the map, I don't think it'll cause issues. Steel haze outside. What is steel haze as a weather is a good question. Why is this still... Cell.z. Okay, hang on. Let's not do this. Okay, it's fine. Oh, hang on. Okay, I didn't need to do cell size. That's what's throwing me off. Put him outside, let's climb the wall. I mean, that's some weather to be having. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm looking for. However... there is now... let's see. Yeah, that works. It's the old reach around. We're in my stream. Every possible reference to AC6 is definitely what's happening. And do 4, 5. And now one of those should show red. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that's all of the LOS checking that I need to do. So this is sort of me trying to do Girls Frontline 2's leaning. So you can go around, like, if you're... Might work better if I go here. Which, surprisingly, that's not... Yeah, there we go. If you were trying to hit here, normally, you don't actually have line of sight to this, but you could, you know, lean around the corner and hit it. And that goes surprisingly far. It's not going to go that far, of course. I should test if it'll reach here. I don't think it will. Looking at how close... Look at how close that's hitting. I don't actually think it'll LOS all the way out here. And you know what? That's fine. I think this is an appropriate range for that sort of shit. Today's dev stream seems to be mostly about borrowing GFL2 mechanics. Okay. It's literally one thing. I am doing LOS. That's it. That's a bit much to be drawing conclusion about that. However, what I am noticing is that this... Is this fine? I guess this is fine, yeah. You wouldn't do the reach around here because you're not actually up against it. Yeah, that works. And it would be obscured anyways because of the bottom LOS. Also, if this works the way I want it to, and it super doesn't, is I wanted it so that you get a red LOS when attacking from below, but not from above. But I can just make that, like... I can just make that... Oh, that's interesting. Now I'm curious about something. If I go from here... Do I want to start this from above as well? I guess you would be obscured trying to shoot from here, so it's probably fine. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. Okay, time to explain how these 4 lines are going to be used now. The center line is obviously basic line of sight. The top line, the one going from top to bottom, is the check for if you could, you know, clamber over whatever you're up against and shoot over it. And then the left and rights are if you could do the reach around, like the shooting over but leaning left or right. So, the way I see it is, if either the top or bottom LOS lines are obscured, we're gonna say that the target is obscured, and you will face an accuracy penalty. Whoa! Sky, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Before I forget, I will shout out.
Yes? What the?
I cannot continue to forget to shout people out. Excellent win. It's an old clip. It's old. How old can it be? It's Need for Speed Unbound. Don't tell me that game is old already. I don't want to hear it. Well, welcome in. You're here just in time for me to explain how line of sight is happening and reach arounds, as McVin so eloquently put it. The clip is old, the game isn't old. The clip can't be old if the game isn't old. That's not how that works. Well, welcome in. What were you up to? You were playing Zenless. How is that? You get Miyabi? I gotta keep tabs on when ads are coming up. Okay, I think we're good. Yes? It seems like everybody playing has gotten her, which I'm certainly happy about that. I hear there's a new game mode or a new event that like alters characters' movesets, and I'm like, if anything was gonna get me back into Zenless, it would have been that. Fucking with the moveset is like, that's peak for me. But as you can see, I'm about to explain these very fucked up looking LOS lines. And Arknights? Wait, what about Arknights? There's indeed fancier moveset changes in the new event. Yeah. I'm very like secondary hype over that. Secondhand hype. I still don't play, but extremely fucking cool. Yeah, as I was saying, the center LOS line is basic line of sight. The top to bottom is whether or not you can shoot over something, and left and right is whether you can lean to get LOS. And if either the top or the bottom ones are obscured, then it's partially obscured and you'll get a penalty to accuracy. If both the left and right are obscured, then that's also considered partially obscured. Because if you can't, if you can't lean left or right to get at it, and in this situation where it's terrain is in the way due to height elevation, instead of the left and right, now it's just serving as a sort of secondary direct line of sight measure. But if you could lean one way and not the other, so if I were to go here and try to shoot here, you see I can't lean to the left to shoot past this wall, but it would be dumb to penalize you for that because you can lean to the right. So you only get the penalty if both left and right are obscured. And if all four of them are obscured, and only if all four are obscured, then your line of sight is completely blocked and you can't make an attack on that square. So now that we have all the checks in place, it's time to actually implement that, which should be fun. Oh, there's an Arknights game mode. Oh, interesting. I did not hear about that. You get your update on New Year's, bringing up the tail right behind Arknights and Zenless. Ooh. Well, I think try not to look too much into how your polls go and what that means for the rest of your year. Don't try to conflate the two. It's a bad omen. But alright. We have all the checks. And I think what I'm gonna do here is... I probably don't need this. So I'm gonna do a funny little programmer trick, since I don't need this code right now, but I might need it later. We're just gonna do that. And as an extra precaution, in case I ever leave this active by accident, it will not be visible on any production version. You don't leave Gotcha a chance? Yeah. That's smart. First GFL 2 copies Nikkei, now Zenless copies Arknights. I don't think anybody's gonna copy FGO. I guess technically everybody's copying FGO in the sense that they have gotchas. But that's also just sorta how gotchas are nowadays. Like every event has to come with some sort of mini game. And I certainly don't think that's a bad thing. I love games having little mini games. I just think that's a fantastic concept. Okay. I can go ahead and turn that off. Don't need that. Let's see. If this is highlighting a targeted cell, we will then need to do this for everything that's being targeted. So we're going to need to make a for loop. No, I don't want to do this here, actually. I would want to do this when the damage processors are created. Okay. Let's get rid of you. I would still want to make the vertexes here, so I'm going to leave this here for now. But I am going to copy this. For Zenless, everyone now has their own individual ult meter. Wait. Oh, okay, I was about to say, didn't they always? But I was thinking of the special meter. Wasn't building up the ult to let loose with the DPS the whole point? Well, now you can giga let loose with the DPS. When everybody unleashes the ult. And that does mean you have to use your party. Like, you can't just have the person that you use for their ult hang out in the back. You gotta, if you want them to use their ult, you gotta fucking use them. I think that's a fine change. I think it's a much better change than trying to get rid of TV mode. I'm quite upset about that. I thought TV mode was cool. I'm gonna say I was mad about it, but then I was like, no, it's fine relegating TV mode to Hollow Zero. That's fine. Then they can design more precisely around it, and it makes Hollow Zero stand out. Sports and stuns can now ult. It's true. Now everybody can ult. Also, the point of stun characters is to stun. Like, you still gotta have them there for that. And now, after they do a bunch of stunning, they can ult. Okay. Let's go to damage processing. Let's see. How do I want to demarcate this? Also, HP focus needs to be... no, I should establish it here. HP focus equals -1. You know what I never checked? I never checked if shotguns target parts correctly. Hang on. Shotgun 2. Shotgun 0. I don't think it does. There is nothing here that actually... Okay, I need to fix that. What is something that has attack check? This changes so that characters stay on field if they have a skill that keeps them on field. So Sokaku no longer disappears when you ult. It's just now more noticeable if you're extra not careful. I like that. Yeah, it makes it so that you have to think. I know I have something that has a on start effect. Let's see. He's usable, damage proc. You. Oh, I know what has it. Where is it? Pistol? I think pistol... No? Oh, fist. Here you are. Let's grab you and go over to shotgun. Shotgun targeting. TP dot... what is it? HP focus? HP focus equals 1. I'm gonna test and see if this works. If this works, it should target the left arm, I believe. And if I know that it works like that, then I can then switch it to the actual shotgun number, and it should work properly. Yes. Excellent. Now I can set that to -2, and it should equally spread across all parts. There we go. That's probably fine. It did, in fact, work. Happy days. It's not every day that you make a simple change to code and it just works the first time. Okay. Now that we know that works. Let's go ahead and close all of that. It's getting cluttered up there. Now 5 other things don't work. Yeah, and I can't wait to find out what they are. They're hiding for now. Okay. HP focus, and I need a variable for LOS level. Do I just do... I think I just do 1, and then half, and then 0. Yeah, we'll do that. Do LOS equals 1. We'll have it be 1 by default. And then I need to copy these again. Where do I want to put that? Increase damage. Increase accuracy. Do I want to do a flat cut accuracy in half? Or do I want to do a fixed accuracy penalty? Because I'm thinking if an attack is already low accuracy, then obscuring your LOS won't do much. I don't know if that's something I'm fine with. Or if I want to be able to drop it just straight down to 0. I'll do the cut in half for now. We'll see how it feels. Let's see. Decrease. Okay, we'll check LOS here. prompt. Let's... And then let's paste this. Oh, did I turn my... Okay, there we go. That was weird. I accidentally jostled my mouse and then it just stopped working for a second. I guess the laser got confused. Okay, this one is the body check. So we're going to do... If top LOS obscured... Yeah, we'll do top, center, top, and then left and right together. So I'm going to do if, and then put this in here. Always funny to you when an enemy in Yakuza 8 has a weakness to gun? Like, yeah, I imagine most people are. Well, you know, maybe the ones that aren't are wearing, Kevlar. Is it user? Yeah. Print. Center LOS obscured. And then... but then if I do it like this... If I do it here, then that's going to cause issues down the line when it comes to determining what is a valid unit to attack. So I shouldn't do this here, actually. Which means LOS is going to have to be a variable inside the battle unit itself. That's going to be fun. Okay, take this out of here. Where would I put this? Where are my scripts targeting modes? AoE basic. Battle Act. Target cells. Where's target units at? Let's see. Set targets, target mode. AoE marks. RA copy. RA delete. Vertex begin for each target cells. Is it in cursor? It assured... Wait. Select the cell. Target units. No. It most assuredly is not. LOS lines. AoE targets. Target units. Okay. With place. Damage processor. Unit. Array push. Target units. Okay. So I would draw the LOS lines here. I would set their LOS status here. I'm trying to figure out because the one thing that's throwing me off is I have to be very careful where I put this because it's going to affect how the AI works. Because if I'm not careful, the AI is going to ignore these LOS rules and they're going to be able to attack units through walls, and I don't want that. So I need to make sure this is implemented in such a way that the AI will see LOS viability and remove targets that should not be able to be targeted. So that's why I'm trying to figure out where the hell I can put this. I feel like the easiest way to do it would be if I do it in the act itself. AoE targets. Array delete. This is probably where I want to put it. Array push target cells, so we do want it to still do that. AoE mode. AoE marks. Copy AoE marks. Okay, what are we doing with this? Where else is AoE marks being used? Debuff cursor. Oh, I see. Okay, that's for the AoE marker. You would think that'd be pretty self-explanatory, but alas. Okay, so I want that to be unchanged. So it would be here. If no unit is here, or if the unit is on the same team, or if there's no line of sight, remove it from the target list. That is where it needs to be implemented. Okay. So, target and then unit. Unit is instance at target. Okay, so target is a cell. Because then I have to get the cell's coordinates. So this is perfect. I can check for line of sight with the cell, and that way I don't have to worry about whether or not there's a unit there to begin with. But I do want to assign the unit an LOS rating if it does exist. Okay. Do I still... Oh, great. I did still have it copied. Oh, this has gotten messy fast. Do this here. I do think I still want to print a console for checking. But now, how do I know? Okay, we have super. But, Is there a thing that tracks where starting X position, starting Y position? Okay, yes, I have starting X and Y. I can use that. You know what? This needs to be its own function. I have an LOS check function. I need another one for this full version. Make a new script. Call it... I guess we'll call it LOS check full. And we will need... a starting... I guess a starting unit or cell. Either one works. I guess we'll just call that A and B. It's like, I don't know what other generic term I could use for that. Description determines the LOS rating between two locations on the map. One for full, 0.5 for obscured, or 0 for blocked. Asset.gm object. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Asset.gm object A. Starting cell or battle unit. Ending cell or battle unit. Have R. Variable R equals 1. And then we're going to return R at the end of this. So I need to copy this, because now I need a return description. And it returns a real. Okay. Function LS tag takes No more than 0 arguments. What? What are you talking about, dude? Huh? What fucking LOS function are you looking at? Hang on. Okay, thank you. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Oh shit, ads are happening. I will if you can hear this and ads haven't started yet, I will be back in a couple minutes whenever ads are over. Gonna stretch my legs, refill my drink, get some fresh air. Suggest all of you do the same. I return. Welcome in, Ken. Looks interesting and also want to stop by and say hello. Thank you. I'm flattered. I wish I could show it off a little bit to you, but since I'm in the middle of implementing something, I have a feeling if I try to run this, it's just gonna crash. Let's see here. If this is obscured, then we set this equal to 0.5. And then we do the same thing here. But yes, happy Monday. Hopefully it's not being too much of a Monday for you. If not LOS here, then we print top LOS obscured. But if both of them are obscured, it's fine. That does not mean it's fully obscured, because you can still do the reach around. And then we check the direction here. Then we grab B for our target. And here, if, and this one's gonna get a little ugly. R plus equals negative 0.5. If both of these are untrue, we print this. Wait, what? What are you... Oh, it's because I have semicolons here. I was like, why are you upset? That is where the parentheses is supposed to be. Sides LOS obscured. I'm trying to think. I think the sides should also be raised above, now that I think about it. Because if you can shoot over something... If you can shoot over something, then the sides factor of the equation should not matter. Okay. I think we're gonna adjust that to be 55 to 55, same as the center LOS. And then if R is less than or equal to 0, and we print LOS blocked. And then print a new line. Just to keep things clean, keep it sectioned off. Okay. Now then. I can close these. if instance exists unit, and now I need to go into battle unit and make a variable for LOS. Let's see. Variables, not graphics info, not stats. I guess it could technically be a stat. If the buffs and debuffs are in here, yeah, sure. We'll set LOS to 1. Unit.los equals LOS check full. And we're going to go from... Ah, man. No, this is fine. Instance at X, Y. It's a little more roundabout than I would have liked, but that's fine. Train cell. To unit. Do I want melee attacks to ignore LOS? Kinda. Part of me wants them to. I think I should just have it so that attacks made from 1 square away ignore LOS. That seems reasonable. But then you still have, like, vertical range to consider. But that's a different mechanic to be implemented later. I will also consider that LOS negation later as well. I'll think about it. I'll add it to the to-do list. Ignore LOS for attacks on adjacent squares. Matter of fact, I can just build that into the function. Hang on. That would probably be easy. If point distance... I think certain weapon types might also interact with LOS weirdly, like how you can arc a bow. That's true. I did plan on having vertical missiles and the large missile both be weapons that ignore LOS completely because, you know, they go up then down. Sort of like how you're saying how you can arc a bow. I do think that's the only... I think those are the only weapons where that would be applicable in my game. Because I don't have bows. Sorry, Foul, you get the large missile, but that's it. No bow for you. I'm trying to think. Yeah, as far as I can tell, those would be the only 2 things that ignore LOS. And then, you know, melee weapons or adjacent attacks ignore it. If point distance A.X A.Y B.X B.Y is equal to 1, or I suppose less than or equal to 1. Print, we'll put this below so that it has the mark. Print adjacent attack, no check needed. And then return 1 automatically. And we don't need that. Okay, now where was I? It wasn't here. Yeah, here we go. Train cell. Instance exists unit, LOS equals LOS check full. If no instance exists for unit or unit.team is equal to super.team or unit.los is equal to 0, then it does not count. But how do I account for... I can think about that later. Now then. I want vertex jar to have, instead of it being here, we're going to go ahead and grab this. Build map. Below build map. Can I close you? I cannot. The new code editor for GameMaker is very nice, but it still has some bugs to be ironed out. It does not seem to handle code folding well at all right now. Function fn build los. I'll put this in here. If array contains... I'll do this. If it... Oh wait, no. No. I do need it to be in here, because it needs to clear when it's not highlighting anything. Okay. Use get acting unit. Target equals global.selected cell. No, I want this to be cell. We'll do select. Selected. We'll call this acting. And actually, I don't need these. I need these. LOS. Okay. For I equals 0, I is less than selected dot AOE targets I plus plus. Now, target equals selected dot AOE targets of I Oh, I forgot to mark that as a local. Acting.x. Acting.y, acting.z. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Target.x. Target.y, target.z. And we need to do plus 0.5 on all of these. Except for z, which needs to be negative 0.5 because height in 3D in GameMaker is just a little goofy. I remember z needing to be negative to go up. Really threw me off at first until I realized it's the same exact thing in 2D. In GameMaker in 2D, and I feel like in several other game engines as well, if you're working in 2D, generally speaking, your origin is bottom left. It's you know, it's like a chart or a graph in statistics. Your 0, 0 is bottom left. So if you wanted to go up, wait. I just realized it's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's top left. So if you want to go up, it's a negative number. And it's the same thing in 3D. It's just your z-axis is up instead of y. Plus negative 0.5. Okay. Now, we go to handler camera. Let's build vertexjar.fn build LOS. And it's not going to be color-coded just yet, but this should work. So if I do rifle shot, okay. What the fuck happened? Illegal array use. Selected.aoe targets. Oh. Wait, huh? Why is less than selected.aoe targets? Oh, hang on. I did a fucky. This is an array. I need to grab the length, not just compare it to the array itself. That's not a thing. Okay. Yeah, no LOS line if I target an ally, because that's not a valid target. Or if I target you, we get the line. Now then. I don't think I want that going center to center, per se. How do I make this a little fancy? I don't want it to be a percentage either, because then the gap is going to grow. Oh, that's super annoying, actually. We're gonna do a percentage because I'm lazy. Next one. I'm gonna do this. This is x2 for target. y1 z1 plus negative x2 y2 z2 is target.z plus negative 0.5. And now we are going to... Oh, dang it. It's going to be much faster to do it like this. Oops. There. Lerp. X1, X2. I'm going to do 0.1, which might be a little excessive. I may have to tone that down. Y1, Y2, Z1, Z2. And then we'll do 0.9 on these. See how that looks. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But if I then do something at an extreme range like this, that gap gets a little bit bigger, which is not great. It ain't great, but I'll live. I think it'll do. It's good enough for now. Now then. Switch. Select our AoE targets. Is this AoE targets? It has to be units, right? Let's see. I don't think it is. We're gonna see. I don't think it is, but we're gonna try and assume that it is anyways, and we're gonna see what fucking happens. Case 1. Default color equals C white. And break. Oops. .5. The color is going to be C yellow. C red. Okay. If I try to shoot at you, I've got a clear shot. Wait a minute. What? Oh. Why is that? If I do it from here... Actually, hang on. I can check the logs. That's strange. Am I not calling it? Let's see. It should be after all of this. Image processor. It would appear it's not actually being called, which is extremely annoying. Oh, I see what's happening. I was like, why is it only updating the color after I go back? And then I realized, why is it fucking orange? That is because of the highlighting in the cells. Okay, I see. Something. Oh. I see. Switch target. That means fucking nothing. I should be checking its LOS. I'm a ding-dang on idiot. Yeah, I didn't think so. It is in fact not the battle unit itself, so I need instance at target.x, target.y, battle unit .los. Okay, supposedly a clear shot, and I do still want it to disappear. I do still want it to disappear when I exit out of that menu. Let's see, if I do this, and then... Yeah, that needs to go away. Oh, I know how I can fix that. Yeah, partially obscured, but I still have a shot. But if I go here... Oh, it's not even drawing. What the fuck? That's... I feel like that should be... I feel like I shouldn't have a shot here. Is it the reach around? Is that what's getting me? I gotta figure out why it's not printing. Oh yeah, now it is. Center LOS obscured, top LOS obscured, but the sides aren't. Okay. Okay, sure. You know what? That's fine. I'm fine with it being a little goofy sometimes. But what I do need to fix is... you. Only submit this vertex if instance exists cursor, handler cursor. Here, yes, and you are now disappeared. And you'll disappear when the animation goes. I'm down with that. Alright. However, LOS currently doesn't do anything. Like, yeah, we are measuring how effective it is. Also, oh, right, I need to fix... I need to fix it so that so that the red shows up, even though you can't target the unit. I think I understand what's happening. If... Yeah, AoE targets only contains valid targets. And if something is not a valid target because its LOS is blocked, it's not going to show up in this list. I need... What do I need? I could do AoE marks. No, but then that'll give me... Oh, I know what I can do. Yeah. I'll do AoE marks. And then... only do this. Only do this if there is an instance. Or no one. Okay. If instance at... Hang on. Target unit equals instance... Hang on. Better just grab this. Target unit.los. If target unit is not equal to no one, okay. Right, we have an obscured shot there. And we have a completely blocked shot here. There, beautiful. And now we just need to make it look a little pretty. We'll set defense alpha to sine of current time times 0.05, I think is my usual go-to. What do the absolute value of that multiplied by, let's see. If I do 0.6, it'll go from 0.2 to 0.8. Yeah. 0.6 plus 0.2. Oh, that's way too fast. What the fuck? I think I forgot a 0 in there. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's looking pretty snazzy. I think I could maybe have that go a little bit slower even. Go 0.2. Maybe 0.3 was the move. Yeah, it's a little too slow. Yeah, progress is happening. Yeah, there we go. That's a good speed for it. And then if I go here, it's nice glowing yellow. It's not it's not a particularly beautiful shade of yellow. It's kind of an ugly yellow. I may just grab a color picker yellow to replace that with. This red is probably fine. you want a nice stark red to show you that something is bad, so that works. But yeah, let me fix that yellow real quick. That shit, I'll go. Let's see, color picker. What the fuck? Ah, here we go. Hmm. This will probably do. Nice amber. Set this to this. Alright, now, if I have an obscured shot, that's a better shade of yellow. Okay. Now, the whole reason I did this is because I was implementing vertical missiles, which their whole thing is that they ignore this system. Very ironic, but it needed to be done. So now let's implement that. Oh wait, before I do that, I still have to implement the fucking consequences of obscured LOS. For that, I need to go back into the damage proc. Also, something is calling LOS check unnecessarily. Or rather, something is printing it unnecessarily. LOS check. Maybe I caught it? Because I could have swore it was before. Oh, wait, no, I know what was happening. It was doing a bunch of LOS checks that were not failing, so it was just saying LOS check and then nothing. That's fine. Okay. Act DP effect, and then... you get another one of these. Print. LOS. LOS accuracy modifier. LOS accuracy modifier. And we're going to put this into brackets. Target.los. Accuracy. Do I I think I'm gonna divide both accuracy and accuracy mod. And I can't really represent that in text like this, so I'm just gonna do accuracy times equals target.los, and then we're going to do the same thing for accuracy mod. Now, have a clear shot here. Accuracy is 80. Starts at 80. Moves up to 240. Wait a minute. Maximum plus equal aim. That... Huh? That doesn't seem right. Accuracy starts at 80. Oh, sorry. Accuracy mod is a different thing. Okay. Accuracy mod starts at 100. Increases by 140 to go to 240. Then decreases by 100 to get 140. Accuracy is 80. Accuracy mod is 140. So, if this behaves correctly, when it is obscured, it should be an accuracy of 40 with an accuracy mod of 70. So, if I go over here and do that, and we check again, LOS accuracy modifier... Oh, I was like, it still says 1, but that's because I didn't scroll down. Wait, what is happening? Uh-oh. This needs to stop printing. Since at... Here you are. Okay, you're good. You don't need to print that anymore, don't... Okay. Now. That's strange. Was a rifle shot always at the top? That... I guess it should be. Why is that odd to me? It wasn't at the top before. I'm almost certain of it. I need... I'm about to check the VOD after this to see if this list was sorted differently earlier. Because if it is, I need to fix that and make sure it's consistent. Okay, anyways, yes, LOS is behaving as expected. When it is yellow like this, it is obscured as a modifier of 0.5. So now we have an accuracy of 40, an accuracy mod of 70, and now my accuracy is dog shit, and it is only doing anywhere from 4 to 15 damage instead of the guaranteed 15. So, cool. LOS is working. Now it's time to make it not work. And I think to try to combat my obsession with this shit right now, I'm gonna force myself to call it a night after making sure that the vertical missiles work. Because that will be all of the missiles. I did all of the other missiles a little bit before stream. And this was the last one because it was the only one that relied on an LOS system. So I guess I did say I was going to apply that to the large missiles too. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I will do a recap afterwards. For now, let me make sure this gets done. Okay, missile 2. Oh right, micro missile was the tier 3. Okay, where is my old project data for the vertical missiles so I can get the flavor text? Missile vert. What the fuck? Missile vert 1. Weapon miss. Oh, I see what's happening here. KZM 1, V1 Lancer. Let's see. We have Kurzfeld for micro missile and ZL for large missile. Yeah, let's see. I think Kaisar is the other manufacturer. I think I'll use their version. Never mind. That shit is empty. I don't have data for the other vertical missile. Alright. That problem just... Oh, never mind. Here it is. It's another ZL. High power vertical missile... Twin fire... Yeah, Kurzweil can have a monopoly on the missile market. Sure, fuck it. KZM V1 Lancer. Second generation Kurzweil missile launcher twin fire. Do I want to leave that as it is? It won't have a multi-lock capability like the starting missile. But in exchange, like I said, it ignores LOS, which can be very useful. Missile launcher, twin fire. Yeah, I'll leave it as twin fire. Vertical launch missiles can strike targets behind obstacles. And I don't have a set price for this, it looks like. 1,500 plus 1,200. So that'd be what, 27? Compared to Missile 0 being 1,100. Yeah, that works. Let's see. Starts at 15. This jumps to 30. Sure. I'll put that as 2,000 for now. Six to 12. We'll make this 8. Make that 6. And you are only going to have vert launch. Close all but this. You're getting cluttered yet again. What am I looking for? Missile small. Duplicate. Missile vert. Looks like ads are gonna come up again. I'm not gonna try and push the snooze timer, because knowing me, I'm gonna accidentally stumble across a bug, and then we'll be here another hour trying to figure that out. So I'm just gonna let the ads run. Should be the last set of ads for the night, and then we'll finish this up quickly and raid out. So be back in a couple minutes. You know the deal. Stretch, breathe, piss, drink. Not necessarily in that order, and I will see you all in a few. I return. Alright, let's get this shit knocked out. Do not drink the piss, but you do need to let it out first before you replace it. True words of wisdom from Jade. Alright. Now then. V-Missile. This area attack. Launch targets. Launch missiles. Using a vertical trajectory. To ignore obstacles. To ignore cover. We'll just say that. This one only uses 2. So we'll have them do 80 damage each. Only generates 2 mana for the target. We'll say the ATB is the same. Because it has a longer cooldown, but it doesn't need to have a significantly longer ATB. That's fine. Same range, same properties. However, we do need a new property for attacks. Where should I put it? I'll put it at the bottom here. Ignore LOS equals false. And for vertical missiles, ignore LOS is true, and we want that to be on large missile as well. And when we are targeting, if let's see, if this exists unit if ignore LOS unit.los equals 1. Damn, Charles and Mana got some bangers. What the fuck? Let's see. It would be this one. Set to vert. Give Chen vertical missiles. And if I go here, somewhere where I absolutely shouldn't have a shot on Jess. Huh? 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 Why is your range like that? What the fuck? Ah, that is why. You are not a child of small missile. Don't know why. Okay, now it should work. Congrats on your 5 stream streak, monster. Let's fucking go. Alright. Alright, do vertical missile. As you can see. What the fuck? I forgot to reset default alpha. Where is vertex drawer? Add point, build map. Okay. I'm just gonna start. Set you to 1. Add point. Build LOS. Update cursor. We're gonna go ahead and plop you right there. No more translucent cursor, alright? Okay, we're good. Yeah, as you can see, I think I want to... I think I don't want that line to be shown at all if you're ignoring line of sight, because that just looks kind of silly. So let's see. That would be in camera, handler, camera. If instance exists, cursor, and... And no instance exists for global dot act using or global dot act using dot ignore LOS is false. So, from over here trying to attack with rifle shot, it will show up. But if I use vertical missile, nothing. Okay, great. We can attack like normal. Beautiful. What is this, Spyro? What the fuck is this? Oh my god, it is! I was just doing a fucking bit. I didn't realize it was from the Reignited, because I was like, it gave me Spyro vibes, but it sounded too new to be like from the PS1 games. But it didn't sound like super generic orchestra, so I was like, okay, I know it's not the PS2 and the GameCube games. And sure enough, that would absolutely explain why. Okay. Is that everything? Vertical missile is working. LOS line does not show up for attacks that ignore it. I think we're good. Did I already remove that from the to-do lists? I did. Okay. Okay. Oh, I remember. It was large missile that I wanted to make sure also has LOS ignore. Okay. That is the last of the missile launchers taken care of, not counting the elemental ones. I'm doing the elemental weapons later. Because there is, it feels like there's going to be so much that goes into implementing elemental effects, so we're not doing that yet. But alright, that means all the melee weapons are done, all the ranged weapons are done, and that is the first category of heavy weapons that are complete. What remains is the cannons and the backpacks. The backpacks are certainly going to be interesting. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of buffs going on with the backpacks. And I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna implement healing, which I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it. I think it's just gonna be I'm gonna set the damage to negative, and that way stuff that would only show up for like offensive attacks would see that and go, okay, don't do the offensive stuff if it's negative damage. So that shouldn't be too bad. It's just that I have to do stuff. So I think I'll save that for last. I'll do the cannons next. That should be fun. Yeah, good progress. Good progress indeed. We have got ourselves some gameplay here. We got LOS, we have shotgun patterns, we've got missiles. The range on the missiles, quite extraordinary, by the way. Okay, not extraordinary enough, I guess. You gotta get a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, you can get some real cross the map snipes with your heavy weapons, missiles especially. But as you can see, they have a pretty major blind spot near the user. So make sure you can get away from people that are closing in on you if you're using those. But okay. Setting up healing as negative damage would also enable the ability to element absorb. That is true. However, I also feel like I would implement that in a different way. I'm just thinking about how I would do it, because if you do that, that kind of turns into like if you have too much defense, you just start absorbing regular damage. So that would have to be implemented carefully, but that is true. It does open the door for such mechanics, which I might do. I might do that. I've entertained the thought, but also the idea of not knowing an enemy can absorb damage, and then when it happens, like, that feels fucking real bad. But also, that's the sort of thing that you only experience once. Like, then you know not to hit them with that element. So, yeah. We'll see. I might add that. Could be funny. Let me get some good rating music. It's Dynasty Warriors? Can make it a visible thing? True. I would have to think about how visible I want it to be. But yeah, that is something for the future. For now, the only thing I need to think about is who to raid. Who the fuck is this? I don't remember following this person. They seem nice, though. Dang, Raven's still going? How long have they been live? We got a couple options here. I'm thinking I might send you guys over to Locke. It looks like he's only been on for a couple hours, so I don't think he'd be ending soon. So we'll go over that way. He is playing something I am completely unfamiliar with, but it looks like he's doing a boring office job video game. Those tend to be quite interesting. He will be changing Twitch names recently? Oh, that's true! It could be someone that has just changed their name. I didn't even think about that. Alright. Where you at, Locke? There you are. As always, I like to support smaller streamers, so if you're coming with me on this raid, remember to be nice. You can be little gremlin bastards if you want, but be nice about it. And most importantly, give the streamer a chance to shine, give them a chance to show their stuff. And until tomorrow, until tomorrow, which gonna be a very exciting stream tomorrow. I'm going to be going through one game from each month of my Steam recap. And we're gonna try to do that. I'm not gonna finish the game, obviously, but I'll try to do like 15 minutes of each and hopefully be done within 4 hours. Because some of those games may run a little bit long, depending on how distracted I get. But yeah, I'm gonna do that and try to use that to bring in the new year. It'll be fun. But until then, thank you Jade, thank you Foul, thank you Brooke, thank you Monster, thank you McVin, thank you Mino, you were probably here, I don't remember. Thank you Sky. See if I'm forgetting anybody. Thank you Ray. Feel better Ray. Motherfucker is going through it right now. I'm giving my softest thoughts to him. You're not here? Cringy. Anyways, raid's about to pop off, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. I will see you guys next time.